Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Cocktails and Cards with Mr. Andre here.
Yes. Indeed.
And his good old cocktail. What are you drinking today? What'd you make?
I don't remember. It's got...
How many of those have you had already?
No, it's that grapefruit infused, or it's grapefruit soda like Squirt, but a knockoff Squirt.
Okay, anyways.
With some vodka, but it's an infused vodka that your mom got me for Christmas.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, it's that stuff that you pour the vodka into it with all the
some
berries.
Kind of cranberries and fruit and stuff.
Fabulous. Well, that works.
A fruity drink.
Why am I not seeing? Hold on. I think I need to go out of here. I need to go here, and I need to go here.
You don't need to go there. You need to go right there.
I am right here.
Right there.
So I hope you guys have had a fabulous week this week. What did we have going on this week?
A lot of doctor's appointments.
Well, yeah, we've had a lot of doctor's appointments. I should be on stage right now, but that didn't happen.
Why not?
Well, because they sold out, and I wasn't able.
I told you to order the tickets months ago.
As soon as I did, they sold out of them. Don't even.
She don't listen.
Anyways.
Typical woman.
Don't say that. Golly. Do you hear the abuse? Good Lord.
Yes, that I have to put up with. Now I have to hear that she missed on stage, even though I told her multiple times to do it.
I did not. I knew it was my fault because I waited a day past the time.
So because
the last one that I went to, I waited like a week because I had to find out where we were going to stay first.
You figure that out after you get the ticket.
Well, now I know. So
because we have an RV, I'll just park in the middle of the world.
Hey. Okay. So yeah, we've had doctor's appointments for my daughter. She actually went on Wednesday. We took her in, and she had an eye appointment, and she got some glasses. We actually don't have the glasses. Oh, look, Mom's watching. We don't actually have her glasses yet. They're in the process of being ordered. So she should have those. They said it could take up to 2 weeks, but normally it comes sooner than that. But they're the cutest little glasses. They like fit her little face. So I'll have to get a picture as soon as there's Miss Anna Rebadu also coming in, and Lois. So I'll have to get a picture as soon as she gets her glasses. They're so cute, and post that so you guys can see how adorable they look. That was the following week. We went up and we saw her neurologist because she was having an increase in seizures. And so we've increased her medication a little bit. We had some lab work done when we were up in Phoenix, and some lab results came back that were a little bit kind of concerning, but we are now in the process of getting a hold of her PCP, and then we will follow through with that. And then we're also going to be seeing a cardiologist for my daughter. So
there's nothing wrong with her heart.
No.
It's something that we check in on.
Well, because of her condition, having Rett syndrome, there is a higher risk of
heart problems, and since it kind of runs in your side of the family,
yeah. So we just have to kind of keep an eye on that. Hello, who is that? Janine? Hello. And
yes,
so
it's Friday for somebody. I mean, it is Friday, but it's not Friday like work Friday. People, I have to go to work tomorrow, so it's not a Friday for me.
I got you.
It's a regular day.
Oh, okay. A regular day for you. And then I have scheduled my hysterectomy to be done. So there has just been a lot going on as far as medical-wise. So April is going to be a crazy busy month. I will let you guys know that.
Yeah, I know. I got a Transformer tournament. I got to babysit you.
Yeah, he does have to do that. All right, you guys. Well, now you know what's going on in our lives and how crazy busy it is around here. This guy is going to be making a card. And as I have told you guys...
and I love doing this. Whenever I tell her, she shows me a card or something, I'm like, oh, good, I know how to fix that.
Yes,
and I just watch her roll her eyes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because she's like, oh, look at this. This is the kind of card you make. And I go, perfect. I know how I'm going to change it.
And he does. He changes them on me every time. But hey, that's a part of creativity, right? Is if somebody shows you, or if you go on to Pinterest or Split Coast Stampers or any of the platforms where you can get inspiration from, you can go there. You can see a lot of people post just card layouts, and then you take that and you run with it and you make your own creations out of it. And that's kind of the fun thing, that I'm glad that he takes the initiative to do that.
And
because
in general, the way my brain works, it takes seconds.
Yeah,
like instantly, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, perfect. I know exactly what I'm going to do to change that.
Because I showed him kind of a card. It wasn't like a card using this specific set, but something similar to this. And he already had it in his mind that he was going to change it. And hello, Linda. And that's what he is going to do. So that works for me. So we'll just roll with it and make sure it's going to work on paper, because not always what you have in your mind works quite as well on paper, but we're going to go with it and see how it turns out. It sounds like a great idea, so we'll see. I'm hoping that the punch that we're going to use actually punches the thickness of cardstock, that once we add a couple of layers, it's going to work. So, okay, let me get you guys flipped around and we are going to get into this. Thank you, Linda, for sharing. So hold tight, don't get sick. We don't want anybody getting sick during crafting.
Yes, and everyone stay safe and warm, because I know
oh, yeah,
the weather's crazy
some
in
of you
other
guys,
parts of the country. I know it's just been a little cold and windy here, but
it was a lot windy here, to be honest with you. Yesterday, we had so much crazy wind coming through. It's died down today. Why is that getting?
You're upside down. You're staring at the
No, I'm not, but I'm seeing that piece of my... So yeah, we had a lot of wind in yesterday. Hold on a second. We had a lot of wind come in yesterday, and then we finally got the rains last night that we've been so needing. And let's try to slide you over. Hello, Jamie. How's that new grandbaby of yours? So
you guys
cute.
should have named the baby Walmart.
No.
Why not?
Because
his name could be Wally.
Wally. Okay, I think we can see pretty much everything at that point. All right, there we go. Hello, Denise. So here are what you're going to be playing with. I didn't get any ink out. I didn't get any pens out. I wasn't sure if when you go to color, ooh, I'm stuck. When you go to color, if you wanted to use watercolor pencils, whether you wanted to use Stampin' Writes, it's going to be...
What are you talking about?
You have to color in your little thing here.
Oh, good God.
So, a couple weeks ago, I used this Adventure Together, this little camper set. And I had told you that I wanted to see if he could figure out what the die was that I totally royally screwed up. I'm pretty sure in his brain he'll get it right. Okay, so here is the die set. Okay, so this little die, bring that back over here. This die right here is for your RV, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then you've got your chair and your little fire pit that you wanted to use. This is for a sentiment if you wish. You've got tire tracks, but you're not going to need
camera.
What is that?
It's a camera. Is it not a camera?
No.
Oh,
Anna caught me on that. I think it was Anna.
No, it's because this little thing makes it look like a camera.
No. I thought it was a camera too. It was either Wendy or it was Anna. Somebody caught me because I kept calling it a camera because it was the only piece that I didn't use when I made my 3 cards. And I kept saying camera. And it was either Anna or it was Wendy who came on and they're like, that's not a camera.
It's a rearview mirror?
No, it's the door.
Oh.
It's the door for this. See how it cuts out? I would have had no idea. The way that they have it on here.
Well, and like I said, the way it sits, it looks like a straight up camera.
That's exactly what I thought it was. I was like, the only die that I didn't use was the camera. And Wendy or Anna, whoever had said it, goes, that's not a camera. That's the door. So I'm
well, then
glad
you
that
should
you
put it
thought,
on here like that.
I'm glad you thought the same thing though, because I was like, I guarantee you he's gonna say that is a door. You're gonna know it right off bat.
Well, if it was facing that direction, it would have looked like a
Yes,
door.
I would have gotten it
or
too.
something. I don't know. I almost thought it was a microwave or something.
So good. I'm glad to know that I know a lot of you guys even thought it was a camera, and he just thought it was a camera too. So that's good. I'm glad I'm not like losing my mind thinking that it looked like what it wasn't.
What are these, tire tracks?
Yeah, those are tire tread. Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay, so now that we have that done, because I knew I was going to get a laugh out of that either way, so we could figure out what he thought it was, we are going to go ahead and start making this super cute card that he kind of has decided to come up with. I've come up with some paper because if you know my husband, he's not good at colors. If you've ever seen him dress my daughter when I'm not home, he can't
You guys
match.
can't hear me rolling my eyes, but I'm definitely doing that.
He can't match colors very well.
Yes, red goes with red.
Yes,
Not
but
hard.
there's different tones of red that don't go together. But
They're
that's
all
neither
the
here
same.
nor
Then
there.
they should make them all one color.
Okay. So we are going to take a white, thick cardstock. And I have already scored it for him. Now this is 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. So go ahead and fold that and use your boner and fix that. Yep, you got it right. Nope, the other way. It goes towards the mountain. Perfect. Then, since this week when I used the Storybook Friends set that I used, I didn't use this paper. That is another one in the Sweet collection. He's going to use it on this, but you're using the other side.
You don't tell me what I'm doing. This
Yeah.
is my card.
Okay. This is a 5.5 by 4 1/4. That's going to go right on your card front, but don't do it yet.
I know.
Because I think if you want to use the punch to do what you were kind of deciding, I think we need to put these together first, because I don't think the punch is going to go through all three of these, especially with that being thick. Then you've got a piece.
I can do it.
You've got a piece of boho blue, which coordinates with that paper. This is 3 3/4 by 5.
And
So-
what pack does this come in?
That's just cardstock.
Oh,
That's
so
not
is
a
it
card
just
pack.
something that's available all the time?
Okay, and then I told him to pick, well, it's this color right here is one of our retiring colors this year.
So buy
That
it
is
while you can.
Yeah, do stock up. If you love this
It's not bad. It's
boho
a
blue,
real mild blue.
you're going to want to get it because, and if you already have the stamp pad, I highly recommend that you buy the ink refill. So you have that. Go ahead and get your Stampin' Right pins that match this, and go ahead and grab a couple packs of your cardstock so you'll have that for a while. Okay, so now I gave him a couple of choices with the...
You revealed it already. You ruined it.
Okay. A couple of the embossing folders that he could use. And so he went ahead and picked out the Timber 3D. Now, I'm not sure if that's still available or not. I think last time I checked it was, but I could be wrong. So he's going to use that, which he's never used an embossing folder yet.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes, remember the card that I made for the girl that's father passed away?
Oh, okay.
We did that
So-
one little strip.
Okay, so let's sit this out of the way. Let's move this because we've got to bring in the...
Because remember when I was making the bossy joke and somebody told me nope.
Okay, so we're going to let you use the Big Boss. Okay, we need to take this
I'm already
off
here.
there. Oh, I'm going to hit you, I swear. You guys are going to notice some husband abuse. This guy.
I'm very
Okay.
punny.
So put that inside of your paper. Put that inside of the folder. And you have choices here.
Yes, I want it this way because this is the way that it's going to sit.
Okay.
What do you choicing there?
I was going to ask you. I was going to tell you. You have choices. You can either have it going long grain or side grain. So you could go this way
Yes.
or you could go this way.
So it looks like a tree.
Okay. So then you need your plate number 1. And
Is
since
that what
this
this
is
is?
Yep. See the number 1 right there?
What's the difference?
They just do different things.
What
So,
do they do?
and then you have a 3D folder. So with a 3D folder, you need your number 4, which is the, this is the specialty plate.
And what does that plate do?
It does a shim for your embossing folder. Because if you were using a non-3D, you would use 2 of your number 3s.
Oh.
So there's just different shims.
Shims.
And I'll probably have you use the mini when you go to do your die cuts.
Oh, see? Perfect. Perfect. It's kind of the way I wanted it. Yeah, buddies.
Okay. Then...
See? Makes it look like a tree.
Yep. All right.
And since the card's sitting this direction on the thing, that's why I wanted it to go this way. Because it would look weird. Yeah, going that way.
Okay. So I think what we need to do is you need to adhere these 2 together, making sure that you watch your margin. And then I think you should do your circle punch.
Yes.
But I think you
where
should
where are we going to put the RV?
That's where I think you should stamp these and die cut them. So maybe just set that aside and then we can come back to those. Go ahead and slide it inside of your card base and set it over there.
Hooah.
Okay, so you're going to want your little RV. So there's your Memento ink pad right there.
And what is this? Is this a color?
Well, it's black, but
okay.
It's the kind of black ink that you need if you're going to use your Stampin' Write markers. I mean, your Stampin' blends.
Right. Oh, so then I'll cut this out. So it doesn't matter necessarily where I stamp it.
On here, I mean, try to do it where you're sitting.
Yes,
Don't do it like right now.
obviously.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that's what this is for.
And then what color are you going to do your tree in? You can pick a couple different greens over there. Make sure you got that really good inky.
There's not even in. Is that what the heck?
It's black.
I know. Well, shouldn't it be? Shouldn't I see it?
No, it's just around the edges. You're just doing an outline. Okay, don't go crazy now. Make sure you leave enough room to cut around the edges.
Booyah.
Okay, perfect. All right, now set that aside and then go ahead and close that.
Awesome.
Yep. It's okay. You're going to color over it, so it's okay. Because this you're going to do in the ends. Okay, so then your tree, you need to decide what color to do your tree in. So there's
How about green?
I know, but there's a bunch of different greens over there. You can use like
Let me see here.
that shaded spruce. This is more of like a true green. Your garden green.
Yeah.
Either one of those.
We're going to use one of each.
You're going to put 2 trees on there?
One on the inside, bro. Don't give away the reveal.
Yeah, but hey, listen. If you put too many colors together, it won't look good because you need to keep it consistent.
Well, I'm an inconsistent kind of guy.
I know you are, unfortunately. And then do that over here so you have enough room to cut that. You don't have to smash that into that ink pad because that's just a foam. Tap it though, so you make sure you get it all over the ink or all over the stamp. All right. Make sure you leave enough on the bottom to... And don't push too hard with those because you're going to make the edge. Perfect.
Booyah.
Yep. Okay. So now, what you need to do is we're going to grab... Actually, I'm just going to use snips for this.
Dropped it. Come on.
And then you're going to need to figure out what color you want to color that RV. Nope, you're not going to use an ink pad.
At that. See.
So that you can set aside because that you don't add any more ink to it because you've already got it inked up. So it just needs to dry over there.
It got all inked up.
This right here, there's the different Stampin' blends. So I would say you already have some Calypso Coral and blue going on there. So you might want to actually do a little bit of like the boho blue in your awning.
Okay.
But keep it simple because you don't want to overdo it because you already have the blue as your main background.
Oh, that's right, because that's going to be the border.
So look, if you were to take this is going to sit here, and then you're going to figure out where you're going to want this, and then your tree is going to go somewhere like that. Obviously, this is going to be cut out. But then your tree, but then you're going to do your thing through the back. So, I would say to incorporate some of the colors on this paper, which are Calypso Coral, which we'll grab. So there's Calypso Coral.
Why is there two of them?
Because you have a light and a dark for doing shading. And then, I mean, you don't have to use both of them, but there's Boho.
Look at that. Corresponding markers.
Do you want a green in that shaded spruce for the little greenery right here? Okay, I'm going to suggest that you use the light because the dark is awfully dark.
We should make this yellow.
What?
The RV.
You want it yellow?
Like our old RV.
Okay, so you have a, oh my lord, Jamie would probably remember that RV.
Yeah.
The yellow submarine. So you've got a darker yellow or a lighter yellow?
Probably the darker yellow.
Okay, flip that around and let me see what that one is. Is that Daffodil Delight? Here on the side.
It's called Dunkin' Donut.
Daffodil Delight.
That's what I said.
Okay, there's the light with it.
Is there a... I guess I can just leave that.
What?
We don't have to get that crazy.
Do you want a light blue for the... What?
A gray.
Gray?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you've got brown grays, you've got blue grays, you've got...
Gray grays.
So...
a light and a dark.
Well, that's going to be almost black. But then you've got these here. That's probably what you're looking for.
All right.
For like a silver look, if you're going to do like a aluminum.
So how do these work? Do these work like markers? Not got to do anything fancy?
No. So look, if I was going to take this and stamp it again, I'm just going to do it right there just to give me like a light. So when you go to color on this, like, is that the dark gray? I prefer when I'm doing little spots like this to come in with the finer tip. And like, this is going to be your shading side because it's the darker. And then you would come in with the lighter one and then color the whole thing in and see how that kind of blends. That's why they're called Stampin' Blends. The light will blend out the dark. So the more you go over it, the more it's going to blend it in with each other. But just make sure, because it will bleed outside of the black line.
Yes. I wasn't going to do the roof gray.
Well,
I'm just saying.
You do whatever color you want to do.
What would it, I mean, I don't know. Would this be too much if I did the awning in the two different colors?
No, that would be perfect.
That's what I was thinking.
But I would do the two light ones.
Okay.
I mean, you can, like, so see right here? This is why I kind of cut you a big space. You can take it and look right there. That would be the light. And this would be the dark. So then you can take it and you can see the two differences. See how the light goes a little bit better with this? The dark, but then there's little tick marks in it. Yeah. So, I mean, you can do what you want. Same with this. You can look at them by, that's why I always suggest you cut a little bit bigger of a piece when you're going to stamp, because then if you need to look at colors together, you have a little bit of a swatch to see what you're doing.
Perfect. All right.
And same with your yellows. Your yellows are going to be a little bit darker. And here is that green. See how dark that is? That's why I was saying you're not going to want the dark, dark one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now you guys get to watch me color, I guess.
Yep.
Interesting. Which one is this? Okay.
And you're using the wrong tip.
I'll use whatever tip
Well,
I need.
just be careful when you're putting the lid back in this,
Not
so
to
you
break
don't
it.
hit. Yep, so you don't break that chiseled tip.
So,
Buttons on your underwear.
what has everybody been up to? See, this is when you need to be talking about nerd stuff.
Nerd stuff.
Yes, nerd stuff. So the other
What
tip,
is that
what is
other
the
dark
other?
plate you have for your Boss machine? Oh, this one right here is this. This is probably what you're asking about, right, Lisa? This is called the Magic Mat. You keep coloring.
I know.
This is called a Magic Mat. Scrapbook.com is a company that is here locally. I think they're in Phoenix or right outside of Phoenix from us. But it is my mom picked these up. So Stampin' Up! Tried to do their magnetic plates a couple of times now. And for some reason, the manufacturer, when it's done, it just doesn't come out correctly. And there's always problems in the future with it. So I picked up this. This is not a magnetic plate, but it is a self-healing is what they call it. So I have a couple of other like things for cutting on that are self-healing. So when you use it, it's supposed to kind of seal itself back up. Now, this has been very well loved. I've used this for, God knows, probably 5 years now. It does have a little bit of warping going on, if you can see kind of when I hold this upright. But it doesn't go to the warping of like when you have a clear plate, and you know how our clear plates start to warp and you have to replace them. Again, I've used this for 5 years plus that you just flip it over and you just keep using it. My mom picked up a couple of these and they work perfect in our machines. Now, I am no way, shape, or form affiliated with scrapbook.com. I just use this because it just seems to be easier for me. And it does have a grid on it, which I really like if you want to line something up, especially if you're going to be using sentiments. It can work really well for lining up your pieces of paper or anything like that. But that's what that is. And I'm assuming, like I said, that's probably what you were asking about. And it takes the place of your other clear mat. So say if you were going to cut with your big machine and you normally would use it like that with your other, I gotta see if I have another clear plate, because since I use that thing, I don't use a clear plate. You would normally use your clear plates together to cut. One would be your cutting mat, and then one would be your top mat to do your lay over the top of it to cut through. So with this, you still use plate number 1, you still use plate number 2, but then this takes place of one of your plate number 3s, and then you have your top one, because this is the one that you would do your cutting on. And because it's kind of a porous material, your dies really kind of cut nicely on this mat. So just to let you know. Now, I really wish they made one for the mini machine. You need to move up a little bit so people can see what you're doing.
They can see.
No,
you were in the ways.
No, I was over here. But anyway. So yeah, that's that mat. I've used it for so long, and I know people ask all the time. And I kind of have just forgotten that it's in there. But yeah, I like it. I've used it for a while, and it's just something that I've just become so accustomed to. My mom always finds little fun goodies. She's always on there trying to find different things that, you know, help with life. And obviously Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell everything when it comes to crafting. So she'll find little things here and there. What else did she find? She found this thing that, oh, I can't even remember. It looks like a big knob. And when you go to put your stamp down, you can use the back of it on like a Stamparatus or whatever. And it just applies correct pressure So she has that. And then she found this other little thing that for like embossing, especially if you're doing heat embossing, it's kind of like the little Stampin', what's this thing called? The Stampin' Buddy or the embossing buddy. This thing, you know, that little pack that you use, that you place down first before you do your stamping and your powder on there to keep the static off.
Whoa, did you say powder that you put down on the table? Whoa.
Anyways, and so it's like a little, it has a little handle and that has the powder in the end of it. And then you just wipe that on there. So you're not having to hold that little thing. I don't know. She finds all sorts of gadgets. A friend of mine stopped over today, came into my craft room and said it was like being in a store. I could imagine, Linda. I could imagine what your craft room looks like.
Should have done the door in a different color.
What?
I said, sorry to interrupt. I should have done the door in a different color. I was trying to remember what color our door was. I think it was.
I don't remember. Yeah, I could imagine your craft room being fantastic. Like, definitely walking into a store.
Keep talking.
That's a lot of yellow, guys.
Thanks, Turbo. Thanks. It'll accent all the other colors.
Okay, you're good.
Afterwards.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, back in the day when we got our first travel trailer, it was a very, very vintage, and it was all yellow. It wasn't an RV. It was just a travel trailer that we pulled. And it was the cutest little thing. Like, he actually, when I moved down here back in 2012, when I moved down to Tucson, he actually stayed in Oregon for a full year trying to get a transfer down here with his job. Move back up. And he actually lived in that travel trailer at a friend's property. And I mean, it had everything he needed in it. There was a stove in it. He had a little microwave in there. He had I
wish the heater worked better, but I was saying we never fiddled with it at the time. Because
the
got,
heater?
well, yeah, because in Oregon it got
really
cold.
up there.
I had to use one of those space heaters.
That's right. I remember you had it in the bedroom to heat up the bedroom. But it had a bed, like it had a full bed in the back, but it was little. It wasn't like the RV that we have now.
Oh,
Definitely
no.
not.
Oops.
It was probably a third of the size of the one that we have now.
I think it was a 15-footer.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was little. Because what is ours now?
And it was a Jayco.
Oh yeah, an old Jayco. But it was yellow. We always called it the Yellow Submarine. What is the size of ours now?
40-footer.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was quite a bit smaller. But yeah, it worked perfect for him because he was up there by himself, like just working every day, trying to get the transfer to move down here.
What is this?
And then that's for,
that's
for the
aqua.
What? It's not. It's what I just put right there.
Oh, okay.
It's the same color. It's this color right here. But I use the light. It's for these little greens in your flower box or whatever window. One of those things called? Flower box, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he lived in
And even a friend of mine lived in it too when we had it. John lived in it,
that's
remember?
right. That's right. When he lived...
When he moved to Oregon.
That's right. He did. He stayed in it for a couple of months before he got an apartment up there. Yeah, so it was a neat little trailer. We took it to a couple different camping spots when we were still living in Oregon and kind of doing like small little camping trips around there. Really?
Whoa.
You're going to break my stuff.
I didn't do it.
There's ink everywhere now. Give me that.
I didn't. I tried to take the top off.
It's okay. It happens. It's not a big
quit.
deal.
I'm out of here.
You give up.
I retired.
Well, because sometimes
I'm out.
I've noticed, I thought I just replaced this one too. Sometimes the sides will crack. I've had to replace a couple of these. Oh, jeez.
Maybe I am going to do the roof in a gray. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, good Lord. I'm going to have this stuff all over me. I can't get the lid off now.
All right, well, we don't need it screwed.
Use this one.
Forget it. It's out. It's out.
Well,
It's
no.
been discontinued.
I gotta use this. No one has it.
I'm discontinuing it.
Now I gotta try to get the lid off of that. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, so this card is a slight homage to that card. Or that trailer that we had. Plus, it was our very first thing. We'd gotten it from a couple that was retiring. They were basically done camping, and they gave us basically everything. They even gave us,
it came with the...
They gave us the generator. They gave us all those dishes and everything.
Well, they even gave us that sway bars and everything that came with it.
A tow hitch, the sway bars, the stabilizer bars. And like I said, they were just done.
Do you want to use this? Because I just got it open.
They were just
Are you
done.
gonna use that one?
Possibly. They were just done camping. They were older. They were getting ready to be done. And so...
Yeah, we got it for... What did we pay? Like $5,000 for that thing?
No, I paid $1,200 for that thing.
Was it really?
And he gave us a $3,000 generator with it.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize he gave us that good of a deal.
Yes.
I think maybe when he had it on... I think we found it on Craigslist or so. I don't know what it was.
Yes. I think it's because he liked us so much too.
Yeah.
That he gave us a deal. Because I think originally they wanted like $3,000.
Well, and our kids were little and... Nope, you're going to do blue.
Yeah.
Our kids were little, and like he was saying, he goes, you know, we've used it for quite a few years, and we want somebody else to enjoy it as much as we did. And so he was really happy to,
for it to go to a good place.
A family that had kids that were going to enjoy it. So,
are we coloring everything? This video is going to be 3.5 hours long.
What do you mean coloring everything?
Well, everything that we have to do.
Well, that's probably the most time-consuming coloring thing, is that little thing right there that you're coloring.
We're going to have to talk about a lot of stuff.
Well, color
you guys
faster
better
then.
buckle up. Because we're going to start, the tea is going to fly. The tea is brewing right now.
What tea?
The tea.
Are you going to spill some tea?
I am. I'm going to spill all the tea. I need something... I think
For what?
Red to do that box.
Red?
No?
Red is too much for that.
Well, I need a color to do that box.
Probably black.
Fine then, get me a black.
Or use the dark gray.
Oh, I guess.
The dark gray will work on that. Because if you start putting too many colors on there, that looks like a school bus with it being yellow. Just saying.
Yeah, well, that's why I needed to change it up.
That's okay. It looks like our old trailer.
Yes.
So, what are you going to do on the roof? Or are you just going to leave it white? So, are you done coloring?
I don't know.
You could be done.
Should we do the color on the roof or should we leave it white? I don't know.
Okay, so...
That goes out to you guys.
So, you need to...
I know. I think I will do just a little blending.
Okay, you do it. You do you, boo-boo. And then you got to die cut your tree, and then you're going to probably color your... Oh, you need to use this again to
What am I using?
Your little fire pit.
Oh.
And then, what color did you decide that you were going to put Happy Camper on? Are you going to do that on Calypso?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but sure. Sounds wonderful. It sounds exhilarating.
Okay, scoot up a little bit so I can get some paper out.
And look, this RV is just like ours because it's driving with the stairs out.
Oh, no. So now you got to tell the story.
So for some odd reason, our RV stairs stopped working and they're kind of stuck in the out position. So
on the new...
On our big RV.
On the current one that we have. So we've got to get that fixed before we head to Oregon this fall.
Yes.
So we have called the RV place
to schedule
them to maintenance the stairs.
That's not bad. It does look school bus-esque. Or it almost looks like an ice cream truck.
Is that it?
What?
I can't tell if that's Calypso or if that's pumpkin pie.
Well, what I'm going to tell you it's not matching. That's all I can tell you.
You don't know that. I gotta find the color now to make sure that it's the right one. I think it is. Oh no, I'm really wrong. That might actually be an old color called terracotta tile.
Yeah, see?
That's
she
really
doesn't even
old.
know. She's fired.
Nope, there's your color.
Okay, what is this for?
That's for your sentiment.
Okay.
But you don't need to worry about that right now. All right.
All right,
Move
I think...
those back over there
All
because you're
right.
done with those for the moment. Because you'll have to do your fire pit. All right, so.
And guess what color the fire pit's going to be? Fire pit color.
Fire pit color.
So, okay.
So why do we have so many of these? Move that.
I'm already going through. Oh, this is a little one. That's kind of cute.
Okay, there's your RV.
Okay.
There's a piece of tape that you need
Is there a
to...
right or in a wrong way?
Well, it'll match.
Will it, though?
You have a couple. I don't know why we have so many of the little mats, plates, whatever. And then...
That's it?
Well, whoops, where did that go? We'll just use this. Because I don't know where that piece of tape went. You're going to want to line it up. See, they're driving their bus with the stairs out. Why can't we drive ours?
That's what I just said.
Scratched. No, you're not doing that.
So it does have to have a top.
We have to get it fixed. All right, go. Start cranking.
You got to get her in.
Wrong way.
Says you.
Hey, hold the handle now before you break things.
This is my first time. Be easy.
Is it?
I didn't know that.
You don't know what?
I said I didn't know that. I needed to hold the handle.
Oh.
You hold that. Booyah!
Okay, I need the plate so you can do your tree. You should be doing this.
I am doing it with my mind. I'm
Are you?
mentally making you do it.
Thanks. What are you, Magneto?
He controls metal, hence the name.
Oh. Hey, quit clapping. Hold the top.
Oh my gosh. All these rules. I didn't sign up for rules.
Well, you are a rule breaker.
That's right. Just ask my people at work.
Okay.
Actually, that turned out really well. I didn't think it was going to...
What?
I don't know, because it looked like it wasn't going to cut anyways.
Yeah. Okay, you're going to need this. Let's move this out of the way. You're going to need...
I need to stamp my fire pit.
Yeah, your fire pit.
My fire pit.
And then on the inside, you can actually stamp the other thing that you're going to do. So here's your fire pit.
Okay, am I doing it this color?
Stamped in that. And then you're going to need your gray because you're probably going to do the fire pit part.
How about brown?
Hey, quit going so hard.
I wasn't even going hard.
Just tap. Oh,
do we have a brown?
This. What?
Is there a brown? A brown.
Brown pen?
Yes.
Or brown ink? What brown?
Brown. Anything brown.
See, you pushed
It's cutting
too hard.
out. It's
Okay, all
getting
right.
cut out, is
Cool.
it not?
Yep, you're right.
Okay.
So there's brown pens right down here, but I suggest that you stick with this one.
Sure.
Okay, that's called
It's called brown on
it
brown.
comes with the ivory.
It's called bronze.
Bronze. And then you're gonna need probably yellow and calypso to do your flames, or I would suggest using peach pie.
What's more red?
pie.
No, we're gonna use that one.
That one, you have a hard time getting the lid off. I don't want you doing that again.
Well, then you can take the lid off.
Okay, so what yellow are you going to use? You're going to need a yellow.
This is kind of a not so brown.
Is it not working?
No, it is. It just looks like
Okay,
baby
well then,
stuff.
Baby stuff. Try that brown.
That's a brown?
Yes, try it. There's a couple different ones.
This is not even a word. It's just a bunch of numbers.
Yes, because it's part of the neutrals.
Okay.
See, that's brown. Do you want to try this one?
No, I think. Well, I guess we'll check her out. Ooh, I like that one better. Get out of here with this.
Which one is that?
I don't know. It's just a bunch of numbers.
Oh, that's the SU100.
What other color did you want me to use?
For what?
Oh, you could bring the baby poop one back.
Why?
Because I have an idea.
Or there's Pebbled Path, which is kind of a gray brown.
Sure, perfect. That's exactly what I meant.
I'm crazy.
Nope.
Crazy.
I got this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did I give you the yellows?
We need to be doing this live so that we
You are live.
interact with people so that we could be telling stories, campfire stories.
They're telling you. Oh, you want to tell campfire stories? Really?
Kind of.
Are you that guy?
Who isn't that guy?
You've never told campfire stories.
How often have you sat next to a campfire near me?
Probably never because it's too hot.
Okay, I will tell a camping story.
Okay, but you have to be clean. You can't.
It is. No, I'm talking about when we first came to Arizona when we took our Chevy Chase vacation. I guess I better check this out.
What are you talking about?
Ooh, that's a little dark. I need something a little lighter.
There's a light one of those. What are you talking about, Chevy Chase?
Yes, when we came to Arizona for the very first time when we were coming to visit your grandmother.
That's right, before we moved down here.
Yes, before we'd even moved down here.
2011 or 2010?
It was 2010.
Oh, yeah, because Caden was not even a year old yet, right?
Yes. We came to Arizona. Well, we had
On
planned.
vacation.
Yes, we'd planned this out for about a year or so, like in advance, slightly a yearish, and we had decided we were going to drive from Oregon, which is a little over 1,200 miles or 1,400 miles, and so.
Over a 2-week period, but we were
Yes, we were going to
stopping
take 2 weeks, and we were going to, like I said, we planned out a bunch of different stops along the way.
Like we went to San Francisco. We went.
Well, first we went down and we went to the Vortex House.
Oh, that's right, in Medford.
Yes.
And then we went to San Francisco. We went to China Bay,
China Beach. And
we stayed there and went to Alcatraz.
Mm-hmm.
Because we stayed there for a couple of days.
Why is this here?
Because you're going to, okay, so this is what kind of you do. You're going to take little flicks like that of your, but you're going to do yellow first.
Okay.
You're going to color the whole thing in yellow. Maybe the lighter yellow. This is awfully dark. And then you would take
I didn't put the lid because
I would have done the light one. And then just kind of do some swirlies coming up your fire like that.
Okay.
And then take your color again and then go back over and it kind of blends.
Okay, so that's what I said. You can use the light on the dark and it won't get on the lighter color.
Because the light is going to fade the dark.
Yes,
That's
but I'm
what
saying, but it
these
won't
do.
get on these pins because that's what's cool about these things.
Yes.
Okay.
But I wouldn't use this dark. That dark doesn't look all too well. I would use the light Calypso Coral.
Okay, well then hand me the light Calypso Coral. So back to the story. So we planned this out, like I said, about a year in advance. I bought tickets for all the different places we were going to stop.
Yellow first.
I ordered, I paid for the tickets for all the different places we were going. We went to the Vortex House. And Alcatraz. And we were camping in the redwood forest outside of San Francisco.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
yes,
redwoods.
And it was August, right? Yes, because it was around August, because I remember, because we got here in Arizona when it was monsoon.
Caden had just turned a year old then.
Yes. And so we were camping, and we didn't anticipate it being, especially in California, it being that cold at night.
Yeah.
And so, like, we were camping in the redwood forest at China Beach, right? It's probably like 15, 20 minutes outside of San Francisco. And maybe it's like a half hour.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't that far outside of San Francisco because we were able to go in there every day-ish. And so it was super duper cold at night. And we were staying in a tent at the time. And so
yeah, we didn't take an RV because we were going to be gone.
Yes, because we took the tent because that was the tent that
my mom
got. Yeah, your mom and
that great big 3-room tent.
Yes.
That's right. Well, and we had a friend of ours come with us.
Yes.
A guy that you worked with.
Yes, a kid that I worked with who had never... We lived in a small town that had never really been out of this small town.
And we had planned on... When we left Arizona, we had planned on stopping in Las Vegas.
That was the end of our trip, yeah.
Yeah, on our way back to Oregon. So we had already planned on staying in a hotel at the casino and stuff up there.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. See how that turns out?
Yeah. Look at that. Fancy.
So anyways, finish your
Yeah, and so it was super cold, and we didn't have a heater. We didn't have anything. And so, luckily, I'm slightly intelligent.
Don't even give yourself.
I said slightly. And I watch things, and I know things like about history and whatnot.
He watches survival shows.
Not even. This was even before we watch a lot of survival shows. Just knowing this in general. So I know the next night we went out and went and collected a bunch of river rocks. Some big, round, solid, just smooth rocks. And we had a giant cooking pot. And so the whole night as we were hanging out, I had these rocks in the fire just to heat up and stuff. And I was like, I filled the pot with sand. And before we went to bed, I stuck the rocks in the pot and stuck the pot inside of our tent.
It kept us really warm.
It kept us so warm that we ended up having to take it out of the tent and putting it back outside because we were getting too warm.
Yeah, it was nuts how warm that pot with those rocks.
Yeah, so I makeshifted a heater out of rocks and sand. It was just a big cooking pot. It was probably like a 5 gallon.
Like a spaghetti pot.
Yes, I think it was that spaghetti pot that we still have.
Probably.
And yes, and I just grabbed some rocks and I put them in there and let them sit there the whole night. We were out there hanging out and partying.
Partying, yes, with 3 kids.
Yep, with my Miami Vice shorts.
That's right, I forgot about those.
I think I still have those shorts.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, my Lord. Miami.
Because I was wearing these white,
No.
like, they look like 70s shorts that I had, and I had my sandals on with my socks pulled up.
I forgot all about those shorts. And you were wearing like a tank top.
Yes,
too,
I was.
Or a Hawaiian shirt or something.
I was wearing a tank top. So is this getting cut out, or is this...
Yes, because you have...
Okay, so it's going to go inside that weird frame.
No, it's going to go on the front. So look, you can
it's
either...
It's going to go in the frame.
Will this fit on that?
I assume that's what it's meant for.
Okay.
Because the other one's meant for that.
Yeah.
And so, yes, and so I used that to keep us
you
warm.
Have good ink on that because this is a big, thick word. I'm saying flip it over and look at it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not yet. Yeah, so that was one of our little camping stories where I ended up using my brain to keep us safe.
That's where they had those huge banana slugs. Remember those things?
Yes.
They were ginormous. They were those big yellow slugs. And you don't have to get it super straight because you're going to cut it out.
Yeah.
So.
I was just trying to...
crazy. You're going to get that line. You're going to need to redo it.
Really?
Yep. Don't push so hard. Because I don't think this line is going to...
Cover it up? Yes, it will. All right, we'll do it again. Make an extra for safety. Like in the film business. The safety shot.
You make 4 shots?
No, like when you're filming, you it's called a safety take. So even if you get one good take, generally when an actor, then you tell them, okay, here's one for safety. And you kind of just let them do whatever the hell they want.
Oh.
What?
Because I thought we messed up, but we didn't. You're okay.
Yeah, and so you let them kind of just do whatever they want. And sometimes in most movies, those are the takes that they end up using anyways.
Perfect.
And so they're called safety shots.
Okay. So now you in the lid with
I quit. I need something.
You're fired.
It's on me.
There's those Lysol wipes behind you. Or here, use the chamois right here.
The shampoo.
Since you're being crazy. Don't lose this little thing.
Yes, that was one of our camping stories, I guess. I don't know. We haven't gone camping too much.
No, I mean, when the kids were littler, we went.
Well, and then, like I said, I meant obviously...
Like when we went to Disneyland and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
we stayed at hotels then.
Well, I'm saying, plus Caden changes the dynamic of being able to just go camping.
And I hate always using her.
No, but I'm just saying, because you just
but
think of a different alternative than just grabbing a tent and sleeping in the woods.
I need that other plate. Yeah, having a very special needs child like we do, it definitely changes things when it comes to camping. And I
or
hate
when
always,
it comes to a lot of different things.
Well,
It's
yeah,
just,
I mean, just
it's
life
just a
in
different
general.
mindset. It's not a crutch, or it's not a whatever. It's not a cop-out. It's just, like I said, if you're left-handed, you use the scissors the other way. It's just something you have to cope with. It's just something different that you have to do.
Yeah, so our life is a little bit different than.
So therefore, I mean, it just changes like, that's why we have an RV. It's not because we want to be bougie. It's just that is a significantly optimized way of doing things.
Yeah. Okay. You need to now take this and move this.
Wow, just throw our life together, traveling, just toss it aside.
You need to adhere those two together.
So I need some glue.
So, hold on a second. I guess before you do that, you need to figure out where you're going to place these items. Because so you need to...
Is there a smaller one? That is a huge hole.
Whoa, guy. Oh my lord. I don't think I have a smaller... I think that's...
There's got to be, because this is a 1 and a 1/3, so there's got to be at least a 1.
I'm not running over to my mom's house right
Go.
now. No.
Fly, lady. Hey, if you're still watching, Deborah, you want to bring it on over?
Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Here's this one. I don't think this one's going to work, though. This one's...
It doesn't even have to be a circle. Oh, perfect, I think.
No.
What do you mean, no? That's like almost...
That's not going to look good. It's going to be too small.
Oh, it's a pinch too small.
Yeah.
I need a pinch bigger.
What size was that? That was a
no, it didn't say. That was a 1?
Yeah.
There's no way.
3/4. Yes, it is.
There's no way. That's a...
Okay, so it's
That's a huge difference. I think that's like a
You're going to have
half.
to go with that.
Ugh.
No, look. If you go like that, if you punch this...
It's just a huge hole.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine.
If you go over here or go this way, then your sentiment will still be able to go right here. That'll be fine. But just know that don't put glue down in this section right here because you're going to punch that out. I mean, you can, but it'll just gum up that.
Yeah.
So here. Make sure you do put glue
everywhere else
down the side here because you want this to definitely stick to that.
Yes.
Do the corner part. Yep. No, on the other side.
All right.
I mean, you can technically just do the edge of all of it. It'll be okay.
Yeah. No. Do you have any camping stories? I mean, I have camping stories when I was a kid. When I went camping with my parents and stuff. I think we went to Crater Lake or Detroit Lake. That was when my sister fell in the fire pit.
Oh my lord.
That was...
I don't have siblings, so I don't have stories like that. I mean, me and my mom went to up in Oregon. God, I can't remember if we had lived in Portland yet or if we were still living over in Bend. I want to say that we must have been living in Portland because it was just her and I at the time. We went to, it's called Beverly Beach, and it's over on the coast, the Oregon coast. And I can't think if it's like in between Lincoln City and Newport Beach. I think that's kind of where I think that's where it's at. But it was so neat. What a pretty place to go camping. And now I guess that place is so hard to get into because it's such a touristy spot that you have to like book it in a couple of years in advance to even be able to. Actually, the neighbors were going to be staying there and doing a camp hosting there.
In Beverly Beach?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's up on the coast. So you can either put these on, well...
Are we gluing them?
No, you're going to pop them up.
Okay.
But I think you should probably...
How far in can I get?
I think, well, you don't want to go that far in because you're going to put your thing here.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I could get it, like, more-ish in the center-ish.
I wouldn't go to the center.
No, like right here?
That's too hard. far up, I think. I think you need to come down. Okay.
I think that's it. We're committing. We're committed.
Oh, it worked perfect. Look at there.
Yeah.
Now what you're going to do.
See? And then this can be used later for something. Don't know me.
Get your card base. Now this is going to fit exactly on there.
Oh, we should have done
and
that.
then, what?
So we got to glue that on too.
You do got to glue that on. And then you should be able to line that up perfectly and cut the white part out.
Yes.
What is this?
Don't worry about what that is. Jeez Louise, that's my border. Unless you want to start over.
No!
Then mind your biz. Finish your story.
Hold on. Make sure you don't put glue in this section.
You think I shouldn't put glue right there where there is no paper goob?
You look like you were going to put glue over here.
No, I'm going to put glue
side.
on this.
So, no, it was the neatest place. But I was... Oh, God. Because I'm trying to remember how old I was when we actually moved from Bend over to Portland. I'm thinking I had to have been... well, I was able to drive. So I had been like...
Good Lord. You probably drove at like 3 from all of your stories. You're always driving.
Well, no, I'm saying I was obviously over 16. And no, I had to be over 18 because I was working at the same store as my mom. So, yeah, when we went over there. But, yeah, it was a really cool place. And it was kind of nice because it was just me and my mom. And, I mean, a lot of life was just me and my mom, but...
A lot of your life is now still some.
Well, no, I'm saying I don't have siblings.
I know.
So...
You're not missing much.
Well, yeah, I know. But... Like, when I was real little, I remember with my grandparents, they used to take us to 1,000 Trails up in, like, it was by Idlewild over in Southern California. They used to take us to there, and I remember one Easter, it was me and my cousins that we had gone there, and they had I mean, back then, they had so many things for kids. They had the coolest Easter egg hunt that we went on there in the camp. You need to flip that over though.
I know.
Okay. Nope. There you go.
I'm getting there.
All right. Because my cousins were more my siblings than. Make sure you're only on the white paper, because that might be the problem.
Sort of. Booyah!
Good Lord.
Yahtzee.
Put some button to it.
That's right.
Okay, now you can take your RV.
See, that hole's just too darn big.
What?
Anyways.
I thought you wanted to put the chair.
Well, I wanted the reveal to be the others.
Oh.
That's why I wanted a smaller hole.
Well,
it's too late now. We already got a big hole.
I know. No, I was thinking if you just wanted to stamp the sentiment in that with some of the sky scene.
Maybe.
Like this. If you put this like there, that might be kind of cool with this in your tree.
So the whole thing was I was going to do it to where you see the campfire on the outside, and then when you open it up, it reveals another scene using the same campfire.
Let's see.
But we could... And see, so like you were going to see, when you open it up, the chairs and then another...
Well, the chair only goes one way.
A different tree and the stars.
So what you could do is you could do the campfire and the... Well, no, because you don't want the stars below the
Yeah, no,
camper.
they would be up there. When you open it
Yeah.
up, you would see that.
Yeah.
And then the other, like, sitting by the campfire scene. I
Well,
guess we
what
could
if
still do it.
What if you put the campfire over towards one side? Stamp that. No.
Don't know me. I'm thinking here. Thinking. Nah. All right. All right, we'll figure it out. We got this.
Okay.
All right, so we got to glue this stuff on.
Are you going to glue it or are you going to pop it?
Oh, pop it up, yeah. Get your little thingies. Because that's much quicker and less messy.
I would actually glue the tree down.
Oh, now you want to glue the damn tree.
No, you're still going to do this. I would put the tree in the background.
Well, it's already stuck to my finger, so...
I know, but the bus is going to go... Or
it's not a bus, jerk.
the RV is going to go up. But put the tree... down. I mean, obviously, set this where you think it's going to...
Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
I got this.
Okay.
I got this.
You do you, boo-boo. Here's your tree. Right.
So, I mean, that wasn't much of a story. It was just you trying to remember your story.
Well, it's called
Did you do anything?
I don't remember.
Wow.
Well, because we went to a couple of different places.
Did you collect seashells?
Probably.
Did you
I don't know,
get abducted by aliens?
Yes, that's it.
See?
It was cold. I remember that. I remember you talking about the cold kind of reminded me of that because it's always cold on the Oregon coast. I remember going out and making sand castles and that kind of stuff. But again, I was little. I mean, I wasn't little, but I mean, I didn't have siblings, so I was by myself. And then I remember going with like friends of my mom's going up there with their kids. That was fun. I think I remember going to the beach more than anything, especially like when we lived in Southern California when I was really little. We used to go to Oceanside like every weekend. And that was fun.
All right, that part. See,
that would look good because then you would have. Oh, what is on your head? Almost. Why? What do you mean?
My phone's dead.
Okay.
There's a charger on my desk.
Yeah, we'll be done shortly. He's almost done. Oh, I was gonna say you could put a tree down there, but no.
No, the other tree's gonna go on the inside.
I know, but it's gonna. Those goats are acting like they're hungry.
It's barely 4. Oh, for them it's technically 5. All right. So, all right. That's that part and that part. And then, so are we putting an insert in here? Or no? Okay, no. No insert. All right, so let's get stamping then. This? Are we cutting these things out or are they just getting stamped?
That, I mean, it depends on if you're going to put color on it. If you're going to put color on it...
No, because it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of surface space to color.
So, if you're not going to put color on it, you can use the Memento and just stamp. Okay. But you're going to want to figure out where you want that fire pit first.
I want it right here.
So, I would put that down first. I would pop that up and put that on there. Is that going to be too big? Okay, no. Just use one of those.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Ooh, getting your finger skin on there.
And it's called DNA.
So you might want to move that to one side or the other if you're going to stamp the, if you want the chair to be in there.
Well, I guess. Let's see here. It's not going to fit.
No, but you'll still see it, part of it. Because you don't necessarily want to put the...
But then it's going to look goofy, you think?
No? Well, you can move that over even further. Can't you? Just don't take it because you want to be able to open the cards. So don't go over the circle.
Yeah. There. All right.
Okay, now you can stamp the chair beside it.
Oh. I don't know why I hold my breath.
I do the same.
I'm like, oh my God. I probably should have lowered it, but I guess that's fine.
That's fine.
All right.
That's your prototype.
Yeah.
Ah!
It keeps moving.
Get out of here with that.
All right, and then so we're going to do the night sky. Are we using this stamp or are we using a color?
You can use a color if you would like. You could grab the boho blue.
I need the other tree, the littler tree.
Okay. Grab boho blue.
Sure.
It's right there with the new colors.
Got it.
Okay.
I need some scratch paper. Some scratch. Maybe, I guess. I don't know which way to do it.
You can do, that's how they have it with it crescent going that way.
Okay.
But you can crescent it, because I flipped it around the other time.
Oh, man. Is that going to be a problem?
As long as you don't push hard. I would just tap it down. Don't push. Yes, and I also have my stamping class coming up at the Tucson Mall.
Yes, inside Tucson Games and Gadgets.
Yep.
Where they have
Thursday,
a fancy little bar.
So we've got that coming up. Yeah, they do. They have a neat little...
And it's a game store where you can go and play and buy like board games and stuff like that and Pokemon cards and things like that. Well, no, I'm saying I know people know what Pokemon cards or Magic cards. They also sell board games, but they also...
You sound like you're like trying to...
They made a bar, which is pretty cool.
I know. One of my neighbors here, she goes to the class, and she enjoys it because what do they call their coins there? It's part of your D&D thing. She was like, that is the cutest thing that they call it.
Gold pieces?
No, it's called something else.
Oh, the orc coins or whatever it is? I don't remember.
I don't remember what they call them. That sky is awfully high up there.
Hey, you know what? That's what the sky is. It is high.
Okay.
Like you.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. Are we doing anything else on the inside? Oh, we can do that other thing. The words. This.
Can you...
I didn't stamp on that unless you claimed it. And then we'll do that either right here or right there. I think right there. So it'll match near my sky. What color am I doing this?
Probably in black, since your other sentiment is in black.
Rude. So yes. I hope you get 1,000 people that show up.
I don't, because I
do.
don't have enough seating for 1,000 people.
That's what creates the buzz, is making them wait.
No, because...
I know my big head's in the way.
And they can see your wonderful haircut.
At least I don't have a bald spot.
Hey!
What? I'm just saying I don't. At least I don't have one. If so, somebody will point it out and they'll let me know. It's crooked. All right, we gotta scrap it.
You're everywhere.
What do you mean? And then that gives you space to write down here.
You're right. It turned out perfect.
But yeah, that was the whole goal. I mean, I would have liked maybe like a green or something back here, but it would clash with the coloring. But yeah, so the goal was that you can see the image on the front, and then when you open it up, you get a whole new scene.
But it's a perfect card for, you know, like traveling or somebody who is retiring.
Yeah.
Don't you know people who are retiring?
Yeah, us. Hopefully.
Jeez.
But yeah, no, I like that. I like that. I mean, it is a little busy
retired.
inside here. It looks a little busy. That's a little smudged, but I'll get over it. Same with
I can't
those.
see smudges on camera, so
Good.
I don't have to point it out.
Good. Luckily, you don't see the smudges or the little spots that are right there and right there. But I do. But see, like, yeah, my original goal was for the hole to be cut small enough. So if you have a punch or you figure a way of doing it to where the punch is small enough, you put it in the center. And so you don't really see much around the fire pit other than the fire pit. So that when you open it up,
Linda said very nice card.
you get a nice new scene. Oh, see, and they put some more grass. We're not going to do that, but you could. I thought one of these things had some grass. Maybe not.
Well, it's only a die.
Oh.
It's not a stamp.
So you cut out some green grass to put right down
Yep,
there.
that would be perfect. All right, you guys. Well, thanks
And
for
this is a
sticking
little
with us.
homage to our old trailer.
Yep.
But yeah, no, that worked out pretty
And
decent.
watching him create his card from the adventure together. This is in our online exclusives. So if you go to shopdannygorilla.com and you go to online exclusives, or just go to that little search bar at the top once you enter shopdannygorilla.com, hit the shop button and enter adventure together, and it will bring up this really cute little bundle for you. All things camping and RVing and enjoying the outdoors. You can make some really cute cards with this.
Or you can send them to somebody as a great gift who does do scrapping, or not scrapping, but stamping, that they can do their own.
If you go to my blog, pinkbarnstamper.com, and type in adventure together, you can also go see the other 3 cards that I created using this really cute set. So here's another one to kind of go with that. So you guys have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there. And I will see you guys on Monday, the 17th. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
If you have any comments or questions, let me know. I'll read them and get back to you.